Hi everyone, this is Vince from Eat Sleep. Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Eat Sleep Tech Repeat. My name is Vince. What I wanted to talk to you guys today about is the HomePod. HomePod was originally announced February of 2018. I'd say that February, and it's obviously 2 years old today. The reason I think it's worth talking about it because I myself had mixed feelings about the HomePod when it was first announced. I was really excited about what it could do, but I wasn't sure whether it was for me. I mean, a lot of people like music, which is probably the reason why Apple made this product anyway in the first place. It works together very well with Apple Music. If you're a subscriber for it, then they're thinking it's a no-brainer. Might as well invest in one. It's obviously one of the most expensive, if not the most expensive smart speaker out there. So there's a lot of questions. What we're trying to find out today is it worth buying an Apple HomePod in 2020? This leads probably to the first question. Should I be waiting for Apple HomePod 2 if there will be one? Bearing in mind it's been 2 years since the announcement of the first one. What are the outstanding features of the first generation of Apple HomePod, the current generation of HomePods? Has there been any updates that's been good? I mean, first of all, since iOS 11.4 was released, which was some time ago now, it opened up so much potential for Apple HomePod. iOS 11.4, in case you weren't aware, is where AirPlay 2 started. In case you didn't know as well, AirPlay 2 allows you to not just connect two HomePods together, it actually allows you to do a variety of stuff. This is the HomePod, by the way, just in case you haven't seen it yet. And again, this video is not about talking about iOS 11.4 that happened, 2 years ago. This video is to talk about whether those features that came out are worth it. A simple answer is yes. I think it is, not just because I'm an Apple fan. I live in an Apple ecosystem. It's easier to actually incorporate this Apple products and live with it, and actually difficult to get away from it. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing because it makes things much more enjoyable. I think ever since we've had the HomePod, especially with the updates, number one was again AirPlay 2. We've had a single HomePod, and then I invested in another one, so we had stereo HomePods, which sounds just absolutely amazing. And then we went back with one because we didn't feel we needed it. With the addition of multi-user HomePod use, it actually made everyone in this house love music a lot more than we already do. We've always been fan of music. I think you can see it from the background over there. Where everyone here loves music, but we didn't realize how much more we loved it. HomePod is so easy to use. It's not perfect, very far from it. People sometimes struggle to get what they want Siri to understand. Sometimes she'll say, "Oh, Siri, can you do this? Siri, can you do that?"
You can say things like, "Hey Siri, who's calling? Hey Siri, answer the phone."
Very much relevant in 2020. One of the things I think the summary of this video is that Apple HomePods allow you to love music a lot more than you ever did. And yes, it ties you up to Apple Music, and yes, it's only limited to iPhones and iPads, but again, in this day and age, how many millions of people already have an iOS device anyway? So Apple's target for it are not just to convert non-Apple users, but more than anything, I think it's to reaffirm or make the existing Apple users stronger, and that's what it's done to us. All I'm thinking of is it worth buying the HomePod in 2020? Are there other better speakers out there? I don't know. I'm not here to answer that question. But what I'll be able to answer for you is that yes, it's definitely worth buying one because it's going to make you love music even more. If you're already an Apple Music subscriber and you have an iPhone or an iPad or a Mac, then it's a great investment. I think you're going to get money's worth very, very quickly in it. It's a lot of fun. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've learned a thing or two whether or not it's worth keeping the HomePod. In my opinion, it really is. And then if you follow our channel. Obviously, we'll teach you how to make good use of it, what other stuff we use it for, and not just music. The HomePod is a smart device. There's lots of good stuff that it does, and yeah, we'll help you do all of those. So we'll see you in the next video.